Have you ever considered how a subtle change in your daily routine might not just alter the course of your day, but possibly the direction of your entire creative journey? Welcome to today's episode, where we dive into the heart of creativity and the subtle but profound role sustainably being in the moment plays in it. We're exploring two journeys of two different individuals, Alex and Jordan, who find themselves at critical junctures in their creative endeavors. Alex, a software developer with a passion for writing, discovers the unexpected power of disconnection and the tangible texture of creativity that thrives beyond the digital realm. Jordan, on the verge of a significant career milestone, confronts the challenges of maintaining her creative essence in the middle of the whirlwind of progress and productivity. Each story is as unique as it is universal, reflecting on the moments that define and refine our creative processes. Though Alex's rekindled love for storytelling in the simplest settings and Jordan's reflective pause in the aftermath of her project launch, we're reminded of the intricate dance between doing and being, creating and pausing, pushing forward and stepping back. Join me as we embark on a journey through these vivid stories of creativity reimagined, where mindfulness isn't just a practice, but a pathway to a deeper, more resonant artistic expression. Let's discover together how the moments of stillness we put into our hustle can create pursuits that illuminate our paths in unexpected, luminous ways. Alex, juggling her roles as a software developer by day and as an aspiring novelist by night, felt her creativity waning. Her novel, once a source of passion, now sat untouched for weeks. The relentless glow of her laptop seemed to cast a shadow over her imagination, leaving her words trapped behind the screen of endless distractions. One quiet evening, an unexpected power outage put her world in darkness. She lit a candle with a sigh, and the flickering light casting dancing shadows across her walls. In the stillness that followed, Alex found herself reaching not for her phone, but for a neglected notebook buried under a pile of tech gadgets. She found a pencil, its familiar weight a significant contrast to the keys she was accustomed to pressing. This change, though, forced by circumstance, felt like a choice to connect with her craft in the way she hadn't in years. As she scribbled down thoughts, sketches of characters, and snippets of dialogue, the barrier between her and her creativity began to dissolve. With each line drawn and word formed, Alex found herself more immersed in the vibrant world of her story, as if the act of writing connected her directly to the pulse of her imagination. The absence of her usual digital backdrop made the ideas flow more naturally, revealing new paths and possibilities within her narrative that had previously eluded her. Adjusting to the candlelight, Alex found the change from her bright screen refreshing. She often sought quiet away from her computer to help think more clearly, but now this unexpected quiet had the same effect. It was a reminder that stepping away from constant digital noise could reignite her creativity in a more focused manner. With only a candle lighting her space, Alice reached for her notebook, a companion in many such quiet moments before. As she began to write, the story unfolding on the pages seemed to take on a life of its own. Her characters seemed more alive, their stories more compelling. It was a feeling she recognized, one that came from being fully immersed in the story, undistracted and attuned to every detail, every emotion her characters were experiencing. This night, her notebook's pages filled faster than they had in weeks. It wasn't the absence of electricity that sparked this burst of creativity, but rather the return to a space where her mind could wander freely, unencumbered by the usual digital notifications. Her hand moved rhythmically across the paper, Each stroke a step further into the world she was crafting, a world that felt closer and more real in the soft candlelight. As the evening progressed, Alex reviewed her work. The notebook's pages, now densely filled, were a clear indicator of her productive session. This method of writing, with a pen and paper, by the light of a candle, was one she had always preferred. It allowed her thoughts to flow freely, unimpeded by the distractions of technology. The night wrapped up with Alex feeling a sense of fulfillment she hadn't felt in a long time. Her candle had burned low, but the flame it lit within her creative spirit burned brighter than ever. The pages before her held not just words, but a piece of her, vividly brought to life in the quiet hours of the evening. This experience, while sparked by an unexpected power outage, reminded her why she wrote in the first place. For the love of storytelling, for the magic of bringing characters to life, and for the satisfaction of weaving stories from the quiet spaces of the world around her. Tomorrow, she knew, would find her at her notebook again, candle ready, eager to see where the story would take her next. Jordan, a graphic designer, is deep into the final stages of preparing her eagerly awaited online store. Her workspace is bustling, covered with drafts and vibrant color samples for her upcoming collection. Her designs are alive with energy, showcasing her skill and hard work. As she goes over her portfolio, readying for the launch, her attention is fixed on the visual and technical excellence of her pieces, making sure each meets her exacting standards. Jordan's dedication to launching her online store had her glued to her computer, oblivious to the world outside. Sunsets, once a source of inspiration, now pass by unseen as she focused on her deadlines. During one intense work session, she encountered a design element on her website that didn't quite fit. Determined to correct it, she dove deeper into work, aiming to tweak and adjust it until it aligned with her vision. After the site went live, celebrated by her friends and followers, Jordan lingered on the thought of the design element that didn't quite fit. It wasn't a glaring mistake, but it stood out to her, a small shadow of her accomplishment. Despite the success, she found herself wondering about that choice, feeling that something in the final product didn't fully capture her usual flair. That night, as she reviewed her website, proud yet exhausted, Jordan couldn't help but notice how each piece told a story of hard work and dedication. Yet, looking at the showcase piece of her collection, she acknowledged a nagging feeling. While the design was polished and met her high standards, she pondered whether there might have been a depth or an angle she hadn't explored fully due to her packed schedule. As the evening settled and the glow from her computer screen dimmed, Jordan allowed herself a moment of quiet reflection. With the lounge behind her and the night stretching out peacefully, she thumbed through her portfolio once more, not as a critique, but as a celebration of her journey. Each design, each color choice was a testament to her dedication and creative spirit. Closing her laptop, Jordan stepped away, a soft smile playing on her lips as she looked around her studio. For now, it was enough to bask in the quiet satisfaction of her successful launch, surrounded by the creations that had brought her to this very moment. In our exploration today, we've journeyed with Alex and Jordan through their creative landscapes. Alex's experience highlights the enriching effect of sustainable practices on creativity, demonstrating how stepping away from the digital clutter to engage in more traditional hands-on methods rejuvenated her stalled writing project. This shift not only revitalized her work, but also deepened her engagement with her story, allowing her creativity to unfold more naturally and with greater authenticity. On the other side, we have Jordan, whose story showcases the consequences of sidelining appreciating the moment to the rush to achieving her goals. Despite the successful launch of her online store, a sense of missed potential lingered. pointing to the depth and connection that could have been achieved had she allowed herself moments of reflection to fully embrace her creative vision. These stories bring to light an essential truth. Being present is a crucial component of the creative process, capable of transforming our work from merely accomplished to deeply authentic. While Alex rediscovered her creative voice through intentional disconnection, Jordan's post-launch introspection suggests a moment of realization about the importance of integrating being in the moment to uncover the full potential of her designs. Reflecting on both Alex and Jordan's paths, we're invited to consider how integrating moments of being fully present into our creative routines can enrich our work, not just in the execution, but in its conception and reception. Their experiences urge us to balance our drive from productivity with the need for presence, reminding us that the true essence of creativity flourishes in the space between thought and action. Reflecting on Jordan's journey and the insights from our blog episode, we can discern several sustainable strategies that could have enriched her creative process and outcome. Here is how integrating these strategies into her daily routine could have enhanced her creativity and productivity. In the middle of her busy schedule, Jordan could have set aside dedicated times for reflection. This isn't about idleness, but about engaging in purposeful contemplation regarding her work. By allocating time to review her designs without the immediate pressure to edit or revise, she might have gained new insights or noticed overarching themes and connections she was too busy to see before. Jordan's intensive focus on her tasks led her to overlooking the sunsets that once inspired her. Incorporating short breaks into her day, where she simply observes her surroundings without judgment, could have provided the mental refreshment needed to maintain high levels of creativity. These breaks are opportunities to reconnect with the immediate physical world, potentially sparking inspiration or allowing her to view her work from a new perspective. In the middle of external noise of deadlines and expectations, Jordan could benefit from tuning in to her inner voice through practices like meditation or deep breathing. This inward focus can clarify her creative vision and ensure that her work remains true to her unique style and voice even under pressure. Talking with a friend isn't just about getting feedback. It could have been a practice in mindful listening. By truly hearing her friend's observations without immediately reacting or defending her work, Jordan might uncover valuable insights into her creative process and how it's perceived by others. This open, non-defensive stance can foster a deeper understanding of her work and encourage growth. Returning to hobbies or activities outside her main project can reignite Jordan's creative spark. Whether it's sketching, photography, or any other creative expression, these activities approached by being in the moment can act as well springs for new ideas, providing fresh inspiration and can be brought back to her primary work. By weaving these practices into her routine, Jordan could not only enhance her current project, but also cultivate a sustainable approach to creativity that values depth, connection, and well-being. This holistic approach ensures that her work not only reaches completion, but done so with the vibrancy and depth that initially defined her art. As today's stories of Alex and Jordan resonate in the space between our creative endeavors and daily routines, we're reminded of the profound impact of being present and what that can be for our creative paths. These stories not only highlight the necessity of being in the moment and mindfulness practices, it unleashes our creative potentials, but also challenges us to integrate these practices into our everyday lives. Take a moment to ponder your current creative projects. Are there opportunities for being in the moment that you would have perhaps overlooked? Could there be a candlelit moment waiting to ignite your next creative breakthrough? This week, I encourage you to introduce a small being in the moment practice into your daily routine. Whether it's dedicating a quiet moment to breathe before you begin your work, or taking a walk to clear your head, or even jotting down your thoughts in a notebook or recording them with your phone without distractions of technology, observe how this practice influences your creativity and well-being. Ready to explore how movement can intertwine with being in the moment to further enhance your creativity and personal growth? Tune in next Monday for the benefits of mindful walking, finding peace in movement. We'll go deep into how integrating being in the moment, walking into our routines can open new avenues for creativity, reflection, and peace. Let the journeys of Alex and Jordan inspire you to explore the spaces of stillness and presence in your own life. Remember, the essence of creativity flourishes not in the rush of completion, but in the richness of the process. Through being present, we can transform our creative endeavors into more vibrant, fulfilling journey. Tell me, what step would you take today to open the door to your creative potential? Share your stories and insights with me, and let's continue to inspire and uplift each other on this journey. If you'd like to unlock your imagination and creativity and bring it into your life, subscribe to this podcast. Or, for even more mindfulness tips to gain abundance in your life, you will find my Transformative Mindset Masterclass on my website, www.getpositivelyinspired.com. Have you checked out the Positively Inspired Mindfulness Journal? It is available for purchase on Amazon. You'll find the link in the show notes. Make sure to check the show notes. I have so many links for you to explore. Have you heard I'm connecting with you live? Come spend some time with me. Join me while doing several activities like the ones we talk about here. I am doing Facebook and Instagram on Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to subscribe. There is so much more coming, and you won't want to miss any of it. See you on Monday. Viva on purpose!